My favorite time to ride in LA is at night, when the air is a little cooler and has that saltiness to it that reminds you of the beach. Of course, that's also when all the kooks come out. So whenever Joey's working at the club, I'll stop in and have a few drinks and wait for her to get off. She's a tough woman, but I like to make sure she gets to her car in one piece without some creep following her. I park across the street in front of the pool hall. Outside the club, a blonde woman in a short leopard print skirt weaves her way around the red concrete bollards meant to block the sidewalk from the heavy traffic on the street. It's a prostitute named Linda that Joey sort of looks after. I've met her half a dozen times now, but she can never seem to remember that I'm Joey's friend and not some John.
Hey, handsome. You looking for a date tonight? People say I look just like that movie star, the one with the pretty blonde hair.
Nah, I just came to hang out with Joey.
Oh, that's right. You're her cute friend. Joey's such a doll.
They don't allow smoking in the club, so I stopped to have a cigarette and hang out with Linda for a bit. For the first time, I get a good look at her face. I see it now. She does look a lot like Eden Monroe, Hollywood's newest it girl, except for a little scar on her forehead that she tries to hide under her hair. These days, it seems like everyone wants to be Eden Monroe. Joey's always saying how she got her start in low-budget horror, just like we did. Her first big break came a few years ago with director Sebastian Tate. It was after that she took off like a rocket. Now I see her face everywhere. Billboards, movie posters, magazines. I even saw she had her own music video, for God's sake.
Linda!
Out of nowhere, some guy in a beanie walks up and starts arguing with Linda. He's no match for her, though. She gives him a tongue lashing that would make a rattlesnake cry. That's my cue, I guess. Smoking breaks over. Suddenly, the guy in the beanie smacks Linda across the cheek. Then he snatches her wrist and starts dragging her behind him. But Linda's not going without a fight.
Get your damn hands off of me!
He ignores her protests, twists her arm behind her back, and forces her down the sidewalk. Somehow she wriggles free and runs to me for help. I step in between them. "Hey man, you better leave her alone," I say.
Get out of my way, cuz. Hey, Linda! Linda, get back here!
I don't even notice the knife in his hand until he lunges over my shoulder
Don't do anything crazy.
and takes a swipe at Linda. She loses her balance and falls to the ground. I bar his arm and yell at him to drop the blade. Instead, he smashes his heel down into my foot. The pain sends me into a rage. I slam the son of a bitch into a brick wall until he drops the knife. I kick it away, and he runs off back where he came from. When I turn back around, Joey's at Linda's side, consoling her.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Shit, look at my new heels. Damn it, Sergio. That freaking asshole.
Linda straightens her clothes and applies fresh red lipstick.
He wants me to sell some bullshit new street drug. But I don't mess with drugs, man. No freaking way. I think it's time to find another spot. I've never had good luck here anyhow.
Hey, you be safe out here. And you've got my number, so don't hesitate to call me anytime. Okay?
I walk Joey to her car. She doesn't say a word. If she had her way, she'd bring Linda home with us. She's always trying to save people. And God only knows where I'd have ended up if she hadn't tried to save me. When we get back to our apartment, I immediately plop down on the couch and flip on the TV. Joey goes straight to the fridge and starts digging around, searching in vain for some leftovers she forgot she ate this morning for breakfast.
Hey, don't get too comfortable. We're leaving in 20 minutes.
Leaving? Leaving where? It's like 10:30.
The party for Brian Oliver, remember? I bought you that snazzy dinner jacket, and it's the whole reason I got off early from the club.
Come on, Joey. Not tonight. I just want to chill.
Bro, all you ever do is chill. Come on, get your ass up. There's gonna be like a ton of industry folks there. You've got to get out there and start meeting people. You know, do a little networking. Plus, Brian's mom is like some big-time agent or something. And you need a new agent like yesterday.
Yeah, Maggie freaking Oliver. She's like the biggest agent in Hollywood. I can't just walk up to her and ask her to represent me.
Why not? Use that silver tongue of yours. Shoot your shot. What's the worst that could happen? You need real, serious, professional representation. Not some fly-by-night sleazo agency you found in the back of the yellow pages. If I could, I'd set you up with my girl. But, well, she can't stand you.
The party is in the hills, so we take Joey's faded black Honda. She's had this car since high school, and it was a hand-me-down from her older brothers. The car just refuses to die. It was just about 6 years ago. We packed everything we owned in it and drove 20 hours straight to LA from Wahoo, Nebraska. We had been the stars of our high school theater, so of course Hollywood was just waiting for us to arrive. Yeah, perhaps we were a little naive, but we've both found steady work. Commercials, music videos, and a few little indie films here and there. Still, no one's asking for autographs just yet.
Alrighty, here we are.
As we make our way to the house, Joey gives me a familiar warning.
Now look, don't you dare embarrass me in front of these bougie people. Don't spill anything, don't mope around, and don't look bored. Be interested in people. Talk to them. I'm serious.
A muscled-up bouncer with a kind face greets us at the door and points us in the direction of the party. Brian's house is just what you'd expect for the son of Hollywood royalty. When he sees us, he immediately comes over to welcome us.
Joey, I'm so glad you made it. Welcome to Casa di Olivier.
Brian is not at all what I pictured. He's gracious and humble, a total prince. He has the bartender make us a drink and then introduces us to everyone at the party. Joey downs her entire drink like a shot, then wastes no time introducing herself to this producer she came here to see. Across the room, I see this woman, Rhiannon, that I've worked with a few times. I thought we were friends, but she seems irritated by my presence. She has this culty little entourage now, and they watch us carefully from their table. I'm stealing precious time from their idol, I suppose. After about 10 minutes of socializing, I need a cigarette. I slide open the frosted glass door and step out on the terrace, hoping for peace and quiet. But I'm not alone. A well-dressed older woman with dark hair stands, speaking down to a young boy in an oversized black hoodie. I guess that it must be her son. He sits in a deck chair with his legs pulled up to his chest. I can't see his face, but I can sense his boredom.
All I'm asking is for you to look out for him, okay? He's just so vulnerable. If only he could find a nice girl.
The woman stops speaking and stares at me scornfully, so I stare back. She looks like a high-priced attorney, someone for whom every interaction is a negotiation.
Excuse me, do you mind?
Not at all, I say as I take another drag. It makes me cough a little, and she laughs spitefully, then goes back to talking to her son.
Well, I'm off to see your father. I've got to speak to him before he has his nightcap. Be good, won't you?
The woman kisses the boy on the head. Then she slides open the veranda door and steps inside.
Brian, my sweet boy, Mommy's leaving now. I do hope you have an absolutely wonderful birthday, dear. Now give us a kiss.
Christ, was that? I muttered to myself. My face is burning red.
Hey, can I bum one of those?
A soft voice beside me asks, "How old are you, kid?" I say as I turn to face them. But it's not a kid. It's Eden Monroe. Her face is inches from my own. I try to speak, but no words come out. She laughs gently, then steals my cigarette from me and puts it to her lips. She searches my eyes, my soul.
Hey, wait, don't I know you?
Nah, I don't think so, I say, trying to remain cool. I'm sure she's just confusing me with some other guy she had a few little scenes with.
No, I know you. You're Dylan freaking Reynolds. I've seen all of your movies. You were so amazing in The Hounds of Hell.
Oh, thank you, is all that comes out, but I'm truly flattered for the first time.
Well, what have you been up to, man?
I don't feel like I've seen you in anything recently.
I haven't been getting many auditions. I'm sort of looking for a new agent, I guess.
Well, buddy, you just acted like a jerk to the biggest agent in Hollywood.
Damn, that was Maggie Oliver, wasn't it?
Don't worry about it. She'll have a few martinis when she gets home. She's not going to remember anything from this party. I'll introduce you some other time.
For real? You'd do that? I surely would appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. We gotta get you working again. And it's gotta be something you can really sink your teeth into. There was a movie you were in like 2 years ago. I kept thinking, God, who's advising this guy? He's all wrong for this. Geez, what was it? Secret something? Secrets of the...
Secrets of a Small Town. Yeah, not too many people saw that one.
I mean, you did the best you could with what you had, but it definitely wasn't the right role for you. You need a challenge, something to make you push yourself. If you're not always testing your limits, you get stale. You lose your edge. Believe me, I know.
What do you mean? I don't remember you ever losing your edge.
I did, though. And it's because I didn't know myself. How can you pretend to be someone else if you don't even know who you are? You ever wondered how I went from only playing half-nude scream queens and damsels in distress to Oscar-nominated actress?
She leans in close.
I have a dirty little secret.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
We call it F.L.O.W, or fully letting open within. My stepfather invented it. He was a world-renowned neuropsychologist before he met my mother. She was an actress too. He had been trying to develop a method by which a patient could confront their shadow self, to work through past trauma. Mother was his best patient, his muse. He became obsessed with the idea that artists were the key to unlocking the mind. The artist mind is just more open. Self-exploration and self-discovery is just daily life for us. It's in our nature to plumb the depths of the human psyche. I've been helping him to hone the process for years. It's cutting-edge psychology.
I mean, it sounds interesting. But what the heck is it? How does it work?
Come on, I'll show you.
What, right now? I ask, but she's already dragging me through the party. She kisses Brian on the cheek and wishes him a happy birthday. Joey sits there stunned. Her eyes are as wide as saucers. Outside, a black SUV with tinted windows is already waiting for us. Eden pulls me into the back seat with her. She has an intoxicating scent that reminds me of cherry cola. There are 2 large men riding up front, dressed like federal agents, and she tells the driver to take us to the guild. The passenger stares at me through the rearview mirror, as if he would kill me as easily as he would shake my hand. Are those your bodyguards? I whisper.
I mean, sorta. Daddy won't let me go anywhere without them. Technically, they work for the guild. There's like 8 of them, brainless muscleheads. I call them the brutes.
The passenger glares at Eden this time. He almost seems hurt by her words.
Not you, Kane. Of course I didn't mean you. Kane's a big softy. He's looked after me since I was a little girl.
The brutes drive us to the guild, a pristine ghost-white building with rows of arched columns. It retains the architectural charm from whenever it was originally built, but the history of this place has been scrubbed clean. Eden drags me through a side door, into a small kitchen with a dining room, then down a long hallway. What is this place? I ask.
This is the Guild. It's a training and research facility. Anyone looking to gain an advantage in their craft comes here. The Guild encourages us to break barriers through unconventional training methods. This is a place where one is free to experiment without judgment. The entire building was left to Mother. It was an old sanatorium or something, and it just sat here until Daddy convinced her to convert it into what you see now. He has his office here, and we just upgraded the session studios. Everything is state-of-the-art.
We walk through another metal door at the end of another plain hallway. Eden says this is her favorite session room. It's plain and square and hums with a bright, unnatural light. An upright gurney and something like an EKG monitor sit at the center of the room, facing a long mirror that spans most of the back wall, except for a metal door at the far right.
I know this looks intimidating, but it's going to change your life. I promise you, and I will be there to guide you through it.
Eden points to the gurney. I lay down on the stiff mattress and wait for her next instruction, obedient as a well-trained dog. There are Velcro straps at my legs, my waist, and my chest. Eden has me laced straight as a board, with my arms at my sides. Then she tightens the straps around my body, securely, but comfortably. She tells me that it's for my safety. The technology is a lot like virtual reality. Without the straps, someone could end up hurting themselves. She switches on the EKG-looking device, and it buzzes to life. Then she attaches sensors at my temples, my abdomen, and then one over my heart. The room is cold, but her hands are warm. She leans close to my face, close enough that I can feel her breath on my cheek.
Do you trust me? Just lean your head back a little and open your mouth. I'm going to give you 2 drops of something we like to call cherry red. It's a light psychedelic, completely organic, and it will just help you relax and open your mind.
She holds a dropper, half full of a rusty red liquid just above my lips. Then before I can even think about what I'm doing, she squeezes out a few drops of the most wonderful tasting substance to ever hit my taste buds. It reminds me of the cherry fluoride I got at the dentist once. I remember the struggle it was, not to swallow then, and this is 10 times worse.
Go ahead and swallow, silly. It's not poison. We'll give it about 2 minutes to take effect. I'm going to enter the guide room right here, behind this 2-way mirror, then I'll turn out the lights. I'll be able to see you, but you won't be able to see me. But don't worry, I'll be with you through it all. You'll hear my voice over the speakers, and you can ask to stop the session at any time. You'll know when it has started when you begin to feel like you're sliding into a warm pool. You'll start to see amazing colors and shapes, then you'll meet your shadow.
My shadow? Jesus, what the hell have I gotten myself into this time? I wonder. But I guess there's no turning back now. I've been frightened of psychedelics ever since grade school. They tried to scare us straight with stories of people losing their mind, going too far over the edge, so far gone that they were unable to find their way back to reality. And it worked pretty well on me. The most I've ever done is smoke a little weed. You sure this is safe? I ask, but it's too late. Eden has already shut the door to the guide room. Then suddenly, all the lights turn out. It's pitch black, darker than any room I've ever been in. There's absolutely no light, none leaking around the doors, none spilling in through the 2-way mirror. For a while, nothing happens, and it all feels a bit silly. Then comes the warm feeling, and strange neon colors and shapes seem to form from nowhere. It's exactly as Eden described. I blink my eyes, but there's no difference between closed and open, and I have no sense of any limit to the room now. Then I feel as though I'm being born again, forced out of the womb into a strange new world, and I'm afraid of what's coming. Something inside me knows what it is, and it doesn't want me to see. I just want to go back. Then a red light springs on in front of me. I'm back in the room, and everything is bathed in a warm crimson glow. The strange light creates an eerie projection of Eden from the other room. She stands at a metal desk with something like a brainwave oscillator behind her, its needle mapping smooth and steady ripples across the paper. She speaks, and it sounds as though she's at my side.
Okay, let's set a baseline. I want you to think of your happiest, most fulfilling memory.
I think of the first time I got an applause for my acting. It was our high school production of The Crucible, and I've been chasing that feeling ever since.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, now I want you to think of your saddest memory.
I try to avoid one memory in particular. Please, think of anything but that. But it forces its way to the top, and I can't think of anything else. It's the day my father left me. It's a hazy memory. I can't even see his face, but I can remember exactly how it felt, just like it happened yesterday. I often wonder if it's what death feels like.
Oh wow, that's a strong one. Just one more second to lock it in. Okay, got it. Now just try to relax and focus on the center of the room. I can't tell you what you will see. Everyone's shadow manifests differently. Just close your eyes. Count slowly to 10, then open them again.
I close my eyes and count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. When I open my eyes again, I can no longer see Eden anymore. The control room begins to fill with a thick smoke, and soon it engulfs the entire space. It's not smoke exactly, though. It's more like dust clouds or a sandstorm, and it swirls and swirls into a giant vortex that slowly draws me inside. There's a dreadful feeling of loneliness and isolation here. Is this what happens when you go too far and fry your mind? Is this going to be my new forever? I wonder. But then the dust clears, and a figure comes into view. It's a child on a swing set, but in place of a playground is a desert wasteland. There's something like a breathing apparatus over the child's mouth that crackles with every breath. Then, suddenly, I hear Eden's voice again.
You should be seeing your shadow now, but don't be scared. Whatever it is, it's a part of you. The only thing you have to do now is just relax and engage.
Eden's voice has a strange quality to it, a sort of metallic, artificial sound that's unsettling. I take a deep breath. My entire body feels warm, like I'm buried in the sand or even part of it. I can see the child quite clearly now. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. He sits completely still, slowly swinging back and forth, occasionally kicking up little clouds of dust. He wears some sort of nylon protective bodysuit, but his hands and feet are exposed and his head is shaved bare. His eyes look like swirling pools of black water, soulless but entrancing.
Don't you remember me, Dylan? I was your friend when you had none, your protector when the storms came.
That voice. How could I forget that voice? When I was a kid, I had an imaginary friend. I feel a tiny pinch of shame thinking about it now. They say kids sometimes invent an imaginary friend to help them cope. I don't remember inventing him. After my father left me, he just started showing up. First in my dreams, then in real life, whenever I was scared or worried. He would take the beatings from me, the name-calling, the scoldings. He had an unusual name. I guess I made it up, but I have no idea where it came from. Damn it. What was that name? Then like a flash, I remember. Urbe. Your name is Urbe.
Yes. How nice of you to remember. I was there for you when you needed me. Then, you discarded me, like an old toy.
I tried to recall the last time I saw Urbe. Had we said goodbye? Then it all came flooding back to me. Yes, Urbe had been there for me when I needed him, but he also got me in a lot of trouble. He told me to do things I didn't know were wrong. He would tell me to steal things, to break things, to hurt people. That's why I could never find a permanent home, not until I realized that you had to be nice to people. To make them want you, you had to smile and laugh all the time. And so that's what I did, and eventually I didn't have to fake it. That's when I stopped seeing Urbe, and I hadn't thought of him since. That's not true, Urbe. I just grew up is all. I couldn't have an imaginary friend forever. Urbe stops swinging and inhales like someone taking their last breath.
I've loved you and hated you all these years. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of you. All those things I did for you. Do you remember our last night together? It was raining. You were always scared of thunder. I held you in my arms until the storm passed. And then I'll never forget what you said to me. You said you didn't want to live like this anymore. That you had to get out of this place to ever be happy. It made me so sad, and I hugged your neck so tight. So tight.
Urbe begins to swing violently. It's like he wants to hurt himself. The swing goes all the way around, up and over the swing set. Then it stops abruptly, wobbling. The seat is empty. For some reason, I begin to hyperventilate. Then I feel Urbe's hands around my throat. I can't breathe. I try to call for Eden to stop the session, but only a choked gasp escapes. Then I see a sterile white room that never ends. And all I can hear is Urbe inside my head.
You belong to me. You belong to me. You belong to me.
He repeats this over and over. I feel pins and needles all over my body, then in my brain. I'm losing consciousness.
Dylan, this is Adam, Eden's stepfather. Just listen to my voice. I need you to breathe. Breathe, Dylan. There is nothing preventing you from breathing. It is all in your mind. Just remain calm. I am bringing you out of the session.
I catch my breath and begin to breathe normally. There's a sudden whoosh, followed by ears ringing, then the sensation like warm water. It's like I'm exiting the womb again, except I'm happy to be out, back to the safety of reality. The harsh lights snap on and Eden rushes to my side.
I'm so sorry, Dylan. Most people don't go that deep their first time. It was actually kind of amazing.
Eden, this is serious. You are not an experienced guide yet. This is absolutely reckless what you've done. You didn't even use a mouth guard. He could have bitten his tongue off.
I know, Daddy. I know. Dylan, I'm really sorry. I should have been more careful. But also, wow, I mean, that was awesome.
Adam, take a look at this. These numbers are very unusual.
Adam takes the paper readout from Maggie and studies it intensely.
My God, I've never seen numbers like this. Eden, these figures are even higher than yours, higher than your mother's.
Hey, get me out of this thing, I protest.
Yes, of course. Eden, help me with the straps, dear. Max, I think you have yourself a new client.
Adam, you know that I never sign someone whose work I haven't seen.
You asked me to find you the next James Dean, the next Brando. Well, here he is. And yet you hesitate.
Maggie, you have to sign him. With the Guild's help, he's destined to be a star.
He must take your father's advice. Dylan, you must trust Adam implicitly. And you must commit yourself to 3 sessions a week. Absolutely no excuses. If you agree to that, then I will take you on as a client.
Dylan, you have to say yes.
This is strictly on a trial basis. You put in the work and the effort, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Good. Now let's all seal the deal with a drink.
We have a few drinks with Maggie and Adam. Then Eden has the brutes drive us to her condo in Sierra Towers. I'd seen the place before from a distance, but I could never imagine who could actually live there. Well, Eden Monroe, I guess. We pass the main entrance, take a hard right, and disappear into a private underground garage. An elevator takes us straight to her floor. "Welcome to my home," she says, as she tosses her shoes on the marble floor. I follow her cautiously, knowing I don't belong, and worrying that I might be apprehended by men in black suits at any moment. She's always 3 steps ahead of me. Then she waits for me in her bedroom. She hardly ever sleeps here, she says, as she pulls me toward her. She can't stand to sleep alone.